this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight twice seen of us. Therefore, I have entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, that if again the apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Tush, 'twill not appear.
Sit down a while and let us once again assail your ears.
Peace, break thee off. Look where it comes again.
In the same figure as the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like. It harrows me with fear and wonder. What art thou that usurpest this time of night? I charge thee, speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay! Speak! Speak, I charge thee, speak!
'Tis gone and will not answer.
How now, Horatio, how you tremble and look pale? Is this not something more than fantasy? What say you on it?
Before my God, I might not this believe without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself. 'Tis strange. This bodes some strange eruption to our state. But soft! Behold! Lower it comes again! I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, speak. Or if thou hast abhorred in thy life, extorted treasure in the womb of earth, for which they say you spirits oft walk in death, speak of it. Stay and speak. Stop it, Marcellus.
'Tis gone.
It almost spoke before the cock crew.
And then it started like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons.
It faded with the crowing of the cock.
Let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For upon my life, this spirit dumb to us will speak to him.
Let's do it, pray, and I this morning know where to find him most convenient.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet, so far does discretion war with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress of this warlike state, have we, as 'twere with a defeated joy, with an auspicious and a dropping eye, with mirth in funeral and dirge in marriage, in equal scale weighing delight and dole, taken to one. Nor have we herein barred your better wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along, for all our thanks. But now, Laertes, what's the news with you?
My dread lord, your leave and favour to return to France, from whence though willingly I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation, yet now I must confess that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again toward France, and bow them to your gracious leave and favour.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
Hath, my lord, wrung from me my slow leave, by laboursome petition, and at last upon his will I sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you give him leave to go.
Take your fare, our Laertes, time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. But now, my cousin Hamlet and my son...
A little more than kin, and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy knighted colour off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lid seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou know'st, 'tis common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam, nay, it is. I know not seems. I have that within which passes show. These but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to show these mourning duties to your father, but you must know your father lost a father. That father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow. But to persevere in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven, a heart unfortified, a mind impatient, and understanding simple and unschooled. We pray you, throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and look on us as on a father, for let the world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than dearest father bears a son, do we impart towards you.
Oh, that this too sullied flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew.
Madam, come.
For that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter.
Oh, God, God.
How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. And it should come to this, but 2 months dead. And not so much, not 2. But so excellent a king, so loving to my mother. Why, she would hang on him as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on. And yet, within a month, frailty, thy name is woman! A little month married with my uncle, my father's brother, yet no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month, ere yet the salt of most unrighteous tears had left a flushing in her galled cheeks, she married. O most wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets! It is not, nor it cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship!
I am glad to see you well. Horatio, or I do forget myself.
The same, my lord, and your poor servant ever.
But what make you from university, Horatio?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I prithee do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. Would I had met my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I had seen that day, Horatio. My father! Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord the king, your father.
The king, my father. For God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together, Marcellus and Bernardo, upon their watch in the dead waste and middle of the night, been thus encountered. A figure like your father, armed at point exactly cap a pay, appears before them. and with solemn march goes slow and stately by them. This to me in dreadful secrecy did they impart, and I with them the third night kept the watch, where as they had delivered, both in time form of the thing the apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
But where was this?
Upon the platform where we walked.
Well, did you not speak with it?
My lord, I did, but answer made it none and vanished from our sight.
It is very strange. I will watch tonight, perchance 'twill walk again.
I warrant it will.
It assume my noble father's person. I will speak with it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. Till then, fare you well. Upon the platform twixt 11 and 12 I'll visit you. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms? All is not well. I doubt some foul play. But the night will come. Till then, sit still my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth o'erwhelm them to men's eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell, farewell. And sister, as the winds give benefit and conveys assistance, do not sleep, but let me hear from you. Do you doubt that? For Hamlet and the trifling of his favour. Hold it a fashion and a toy in blood, a violet in the youth, primy nature. Forward, not permanent. Sweet, not lasting. The perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so.
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor cortal doth besmirch the virtue of his will. But you must fear. His greatness weighed, his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. Then weigh what loss your honour may sustain, if with too credent ear you list his song, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure opens his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, and keep yourself in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But, good my brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst, like a puffed and a reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and directs not his own reed.
Fear me not, I stay too long. But here my father comes.
Get here, LAERTES, aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory look now character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bear it that the opposite may beware of thee.
Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice.
Take each man censure, but reserve thy judgment.
Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, not gaudy, for the apparel oft proclaims the man.
Neither a borrower nor a lender be.
For loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This, above all,
To thine own self be true.
And it must follow as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell. My blessing season this in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
Time invests you. Go, your servants tend.
Farewell. And sister, remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is't, Ophelia, that he had said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection! You speak like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstance. believe these tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Marry, I will teach you. Tender yourself more dearly, or you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in most honorable fashion.
Ah, fashion you call it. Go to! Go to!
He hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with almost all the holy vows in heaven.
Ah, springes to catch woodcocks. I do know when the blood burns, how prodigal the soul lends the tongue vows. These blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, extinct in both, even in their promise as it is a making, you must not take for fire. From this time, be something scanter of your maiden presence. I will not in plain terms from this time forth have you so slander any moment's leisure as to give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet. Look to it. I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord.
The air bites shrewdly. It's very cold.
Indeed. It is a nipping and an eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks of 12.
Oh, no, 'tis struck.
Indeed, I heard it not. It then draws near the season wherein the spirit held is wont to walk. Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us! Thou comest in such a questionable shape that I will speak with thee. I'll call thee king. Hamlet? Father? Royal Dane? Oh, answer me. Let me not burst in ignorance, but tell why thy canonized bones, hearsed in death, have burst their cerements. Why the sepulchre wherein we saw thee quietly interred hath oped his ponderous and marble jaws to cast thee up again. Say, why is this? Wherefore? What should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it as if it's some impartment it desired to you alone.
It will not speak. Then I will follow it.
Do not, my lord.
Why, what should be the fear? I do not set my life at a pin's fee, and for my soul, what can it do to that, being a thing immortal as itself? It waves me forth again, I'll follow it!
Be ruled you shall not go.
My fate cries out. I say away! Go on, I'll follow thee!
He waxes desperate with imagination. To what issue will this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Come, let us follow.